Hi, this is Dr. Katie B., your friendly neighborhood pelvic floor therapist. I have a new video for you today on how to use kinesiotape for your diastasis recti. The kinesiotape is just going to help support and be more of a reminder to engage your abdominal muscles when you are doing things that are a little bit more strenuous, but also adding just a small amount of support. It's not a huge amount of support. It's not the same as using like an abdominal binder that really will hold you together a little bit more. This is more kind of day to day, take some breaks in between when after it's been on for several days, but it's a good reminder on how to make sure you're engaging. So first thing you're going to need is some kinesio tape. There's lots of brands out there. Some are better than others. Sometimes it's trial and error. Some people like other brands more than others. You are going to want a minimum of 2 strips. Some people need 3. And how long they need to be depends on how big your belly is. So just kind of do a quick measurement, and you want it to be not the full length of your stomach, but a little bit shorter because we are going to stretch the tape. So when you've cut out your tape, then we need to round the edges. So I will be right back once I do that, and I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so we have rounded the edges of our tape. Not having those square edges means that the tape is just less likely to catch on clothing and things and start to peel up sooner than we want it to. Okay, so when you're putting this on, the best way to do that, so you can do this standing or lying down, but you are going to take the tape and you're going to rip the paper. The tape is stretchy, so the paper tears, but the tape does not. Do that with about 1 inch left on that section there, and then you're going to peel that bit of the tape off. Just be mindful that you're not going to get the tape stuck to itself or anything you don't want it stuck to. Then at right around your ribs, you're going to apply it in a diagonal direction. Hold this corner down, and then you're going to grab the paper on the tape here. And then when you pull up, leave that last inch with the paper attached, because now we're going to stretch diagonally towards opposite hip and then smooth that one down. If you have any wrinkles like this, we want to try to take this time right now to fix that, because once the tape's been on for about 10 or so minutes, the adhesive really gets activated by your body heat, and it starts to really stick, and it's going to stay on you for a while. Okay, so we should feel a mild, gentle pulling from this direction. We're going to take the other piece. Same thing, we're going to tear the paper. Take that little piece off. And then on the other side, at your ribs, lay that one down in that diagonal pattern. Hold it with your hand while you take the rest of this paper up. And I will undo the paper until about that last inch. Hold that steady there. Stretch. And we're going to crisscross towards the other hip. This last inch or so I put down with 0 stretch, just so that it's less likely to pull. Okay, so what we end up with is about an X shape, and that's just really helping to pull that belly and that diastasis back together, and it just gives me constant reminder and constant support. If this does not feel like it's quite enough, we can always do a 3rd strip, and that one we would do horizontally, depending on where your separation really is. If it's right at your belly button, you'd want to do it right in the middle. If it's more at the top, do it more at the top. Wherever you feel like you need it, or at the bottom, you can always go horizontally this way too. It's just going to add you that extra little bit of support. The caution that I have for taping at the abdomen, the skin on your belly is sensitive and it's a little bit thinner. So some people will get a little bit more irritation sooner with this one. If it does irritate you, take it off. However, because the skin is thinner, the odds are higher that you're going to potentially rip your skin taking it off. So be very careful. Soak it in the bath for a while first, or even use some coconut oil or an actual adhesive remover to dissolve the glue before you start taking it off, and peel it off really slowly. Be very careful taking it off if you have really sensitive skin. Also, the more sensitive your skin is, the less stretch you want on the tape itself, okay? And I did not pull as hard as I possibly could on it. I pulled to about 50% of its maximum allowable stretch, which is about where you'd want it to be anyway. Okay, well, that was my tip for today. And then great thing to do with this is keep doing all the exercises I've already shown you with this tape on, helping to keep you engaged. All right, ladies, have a great rest of your day. Bye.